come from another galaxy. Once a dead man, always a dead man.
Hello and welcome back to the Little Wieners podcast. I guess it's called that now.
The official name.
Yeah. We are doing a tier list of a random selection of cards from our video game Cardboard Kings, which is out on Nintendo Switch and on Steam. Go buy it right now. And yeah, people have asked for this, like a tier list for so long now, like a whole
For
day.
years. Got to be a day worth of years.
A day's worth of years, yeah. And we were like, yeah, we'll do that. And then we realized that there's like 150 cards or something in the game. And we were like, oh, that's going to take a long time. Would you work out that it was like over an hour if we spent 30 seconds on each card?
And we're going to spend more than 30 seconds.
Yeah, so maybe that sounds like a charity stream that we do one day. But for now, we've got a random selection that we're going to go through. And I don't know the order that we're going through these, so here we go.
Spicy. I love it.
Alrighty, so we got Cool Maisie.
Oh yeah, Cool Maisie.
Good card. I like. There's like a pun in there.
Is there?
Yeah, well, like Maisie Star.
Oh,
the band, and then she's a star.
I feel like a B or C for this one.
I think the background, not having a solid background, is like, brings it down to C. I think, you know what I mean. It's just like it's a flat color that I added to this card. Like it,
yeah,
it's not super dynamic or anything. So yeah, all right.
Xmas Skull
Skull with Frog.
Great card.
Classic.
I think this year we should go away for Christmas. I hate my family. Oh, poor Frog. Is that the frog or the skull saying that?
I don't know when I wrote that. I think that this suffers again from me just adding like a blank background. So, but it's so good. And I really like the colors as well. It's like gold, nice. A yellow, and a gold. I think this one goes up to A tier. It's not quite S tier.
I was thinking that as well.
Prophecy Bird.
A messenger of the heavens. The mere sight of them is enough to keep evil spirits at a distance. Pretty cool.
I think I screwed up making this a brawn. I feel like prophecies are brain.
True, yeah.
So, but it gets brought up by the art. I'm going to give this a B.
Yeah, B sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how in agreement we are on these cards, because so far it's been pretty unanimous, but yeah, that will change.
So Neef, I think this is like the absolute last set that we did for the game.
Yes.
Or at least it was the last one I like worked on the cards for. And I'm not gonna lie, I really half-assed a lot of the quotes on this set because I just couldn't be fucked anymore. So yeah, sorry Robert, the artist, but I really like the art on this one. I think this one goes up for me because it's a green, and there aren't that many good green cards in the game.
Green rare. That's true. Very rare. Yeah. I reckon A. Could be A or B.
Yeah. I think if Xmas Skull with Frog is an A,
yeah, let's go B.
Next. Heist Crew.
S. Heist Crew. This is S tier for sure.
That's my first year pigeon. I'm acting like a professional.
Who's your favorite member of the Heist Crew?
This guy.
Yeah, he's good. I like the crying bird
because he's like a. When I first got it, like I was just like, oh, that's cool, and I wanted to call it Heist Crew, and then I didn't notice the crying bird until I zoomed in on it. I was like, oh my god.
That's what got us re-rated by ESRB. Crying bird.
What was the original quote? Was a different Tarantino quote, I think.
Really? Oh, I don't remember.
Something else. But yeah, no, this is definitely one of my favorite cards in the whole game.
Yeah, me too. I love it. I love that set in general.
Which is familiar. Honestly, we had a bit of a hard time with picking like just 3 random cards from the set because like visually they're all very similar.
Yeah.
But I feel like people like this one because people like witches, cats, and familiars and stuff.
Yeah. They're all consistently good as well, all the cards in this set.
Yeah, there's no duds. This was a really hard set to pick art from.
For me, what do you reckon?
Is a classic card, shows up quite often, so I get a little bit sick of it. It's underappreciated, but it's like a workhorse. I think we've got to start by giving things slightly lower ranks though. I think this one goes down just for being a 3.
Okay, so D.
Also, I think this set, and this is on me, being black and white is like hard to match with a frame. So this set, I feel like the color of the frame doesn't match up with the cards very often. So I'm going to give this a D.
Yep.
What do you reckon?
D's fine. Yeah, let's go D.
All right. Inagami Head.
Cool card. Very
classic. Cool. I love this card though. Like an Inagami is actually spelled wrong. So this gets knocked down from where I was going to say it. Gets knocked down because I spelled it wrong. But Inagami is like a kind of like a familiar that is based in like Shinto. It's like a dog that is like protects a family or whatever. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. Maybe I was going to say A. If you want to knock it down, we could go to B.
Oh,
I think B is where it's
yeah.
at.
Yeah.
I get a feeling we're just going to pick all the meme cards for the S and A.
I know, that's what I'm worried about. But then I'm like, okay, so this is an S, and then it gets knocked down to A.
Let's go A just so it's not full of memes up the top.
Okay. Doug.
Yeah, I wanted to include this one because my old boss was called Doug, and every time I see this card, I think of him.
Right.
That's the end of my story.
Okay, so I really like this set, and I really like Doug. I think it's a good name. I don't mind the quote. I think, it's not a particularly powerful card, but like whatever.
Great art though.
The problem with this is the quote should have been "Beware of Doug."
Yeah, that's the obvious
when
one.
we saw this card, I was like, "Oh, that's got a good quote," and then we read it. I'm like, "That's not the quote that I want." What? Yeah, it's an old Far Side like joke, but so I think this gets knocked down for having my screwing up the quote.
Did you used to smash the Far Side?
Oh, bro, I had like Far Side fucking diaries and shit when I was a kid.
Dude, me too. That's so funny.
I think this is a D card. It's also, it annoys me that the art is like off center. The circle is like not centered.
Oh, yeah, like where's the center point on this image?
I know, it annoys me so much.
Yeah, that is I love that art though.
Yeah, I like it.
Dog art.
Reluctant Ravers.
This dog reminds me of Mambo dog a little bit because of the tail,
dog?
I think. The Mambo dog? Mambo shirts and
Mambo.
stuff. What's the story of the quote? What does it say?
Oh yeah, after nearly losing Zoo in the Hypno Club, Ed wasn't sure a cyber rave was a good idea. Yeah, so Ed and Zoo, a couple of friends of ours, put a reference to them in there. So I guess it gets bumped up, but...
Is it based on a story, the quote, or is it just a funny thing?
Just whatever. I mean, they did get lost in the Hypno Club and they weren't sure about a cyber rave, but... I think this gets bumped up to a C for me. So it's a D, just based on my half-assed thing, but then because it's got a reference to our friends, I think it should go up.
Yep, sounds good.
Homeostasis Oasis. This is my favorite card.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to
100%.
be in that dog's back. That looks like the coolest. That looks like so fun.
I know. What I love about the dog's back is that it's like, is he translucent so you can kind of see through? Or is this like a cross section of the dog?
Ooh.
Because it's a weird cross section if so, because you can see both his legs.
Yeah, I thought it was translucent because of that.
Yeah. All right, S.
S for sure. Ooh, fucking hell. Got another potential S coming up.
Do we?
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, wide frog penis.
Wide frog penis, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What is there to say?
this ticks basically every box I just laid out. It is comically low power, and the art is shit.
Ironically beautiful.
It is ironic beauty. It's got a great quote that is like both funny, but also I think I made it up in like 2 seconds as like filler text. And it's a green card. And it's just a wide. It's a wide
frog, and he's got a tiny dick. It's great.
And he has a tiny. Whoop, wrong button. Wide frog penis. Well, S
tier.
There is nothing wrong with that card. It's perfect.
No, perfect card.
I have 100 business cards with just this picture.
Really?
Yeah, Sierra was like, I don't know why, he just wanted to like get some like business cards like test printed because he needed like particular paper or something. And he was like, do you have an image I can use? I was like, yeah, use this.
That's so good.
Yeah, the Dice Devil.
Oh, I love the art on this guy.
I love the its appearance and powers are determined by the roll of its mystical dice, because like that's such a Yu-Gi-Oh fucking creature type thing.
Yeah. Was this one written by the artist, the name and description?
Yes. AJ.
Gotcha. AJ.
Dice Devil butt cheeks.
Is he a platypus?
He's a devil.
Yeah, but look at that beak. I guess devils could have beaks.
Kind of looks like the beak has just been mashed into his mouth though. Like he has a mouth.
Yeah. Terrifying. He's got a D20 and a D8. No D12, which is a bit sad. That's okay. See?
Alright. Yeah, like some of the artists were like, just like, yeah, do whatever you want. And some artists were like, no, I want to design the cards. So I was like, alright.
I appreciate that. It gives it a bit more diversity, I guess, in the cards.
I really like this card, the same artist, AJ. I think this one gets knocked down because the art looks so much better when it's like huge. Like,
I was just going to say that. Yeah, the game doesn't really do it justice.
Yeah, I think a lot of this set is like that. Like these cards looked a lot better in like a not framed, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Let's go A. That's good.
Okay.
If I swear, am I going to get us demonetized or something?
No.
Okay.
We don't get monetized to begin with.
Oh, thank God.
Symbiotic. I'm a little anti, because it's a black background and I gave it like a yellow thing. And I know kind of like yellow can kind of look okay with black in this game at least, but it does make me think of Batman. And I don't like Batman, so like, I'm going to give this an F.
All right, let's F it up.
We're just I'm trying to give a little bit of like diversity.
Yeah,
otherwise everything's
just go
F.
Otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Lovers. That's a good one.
I really like just the image and the title on this one. Very evocative. And the quote. It's great.
Yeah. That's a pretty good card. I like that it's purple too.
Yeah.
A
lot of threes we're getting.
Cards, have we? Oh yeah, one.
B?
B? Yeah, I was gonna say B. Splatterpuss. I think that one just because I feel like I was lazy with it. Why is he a brawn? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oodle F. This card sucks.
I love Oodle. The world has underestimated Oodle for the last time. I agree, Oodle. You're so powerful. He's got a noodle bucket on his head. He's great. He looks rank. I love him.
Blade Demon. This art is so good.
Yeah,
I always buy this card when I see it.
Yeah, this one's great because you can tell what it is at a glance, which is very nice.
I reckon this is an S tier.
Whoa, S tier. I think A.
Alright. I knew this would happen. We're just putting everything up the fucking top.
No. Look, it's a good spread. We even got an F.
Often's good. I like Often.
The art. This is another one like Plumerina where the art gets a little bit lost at that size.
Yeah.
So I think it loses some points for that.
I always feel like this card shows up a lot less often than other other rares. Like I feel like I see like fucking, you know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, it just feels like it doesn't show up very often.
Would you say it doesn't show up very often?
You fuck up my podcast. I think this is a good card, but yeah, I think it's knocked down because the art gets a little bit lost. You can't zoom in and see all the things that he has around him. I think also I gave it a shit quote because I didn't really know how to explain it. And I didn't do it justice because I believe this character is kind of important to the artist.
Ooh.
Also, really low power.
Low rare, yeah.
I don't know why I gave it. So I guess it doesn't look super powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's a solid. Doesn't give you like a solid idea of what it's about. So
No.
I think
C or D, I reckon. That one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a C just because it's like I do like it still. I feel bad because it's like it's an unexciting rare, and I feel like the rares should be more exciting.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Ooh, here we go.
Cauliflower demon.
Another penis.
Demon Willy.
S tier. Wait, this was called Cauliflower Demon, or is called Cauliflower Demon?
No, it was always called Hell's Kitchen Hand. I think
okay.
someone in the Discord called it like the Cauliflower Demon the other day.
Okay, right.
D, he's just fine. Like,
Alright, yeah.
he's like a brain, and he's 2, and he's black because he's demon. It's like, well, whatever.
Alright, D tier.
Bell and Rake. Name a more iconic duo. Okay, it gets bumped down 1 for that because that's a shit quote.
Yeah.
I guess I made the assumption that they're sort of lovers, whereas I sort of feel like now they're more just like hanging out.
Maybe their relationship has evolved over time. Maybe Rake has entered the friend zone, you know?
Oh shit.
Or Rake.
I wanted. Yeah, I liked the idea because there's Bella and Rake are separate cards as well. So I think that gets bumped up for this because it's like.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. I don't know if I actually did it in the end, but I always thought like it would be cool if the power of this card was equal to the sums of the other 2.
Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah.
Don't think it ended up being like that though, because then it would be like super powerful, but
yeah.
Quite a dark card. Yeah, the art gets a little lost, I think, at a smaller scale.
Doesn't really pop out.
I don't really like. It's hard because this is such a new card that like I haven't really played with it very much.
Yeah. Should we just go C or B?
Yeah, maybe just give it a C.
Yeah.
I'd say Tortini, but it's like Tortellini.
I say Tortini as well. I think
it's all right. Canonically, it's Tortini, but it's spelt Tortini.
Yeah.
Because it's a tiny tortoise. In warmer climates, they will venture further into the forested areas in search of saplings. I think this was like the first one that... So this artist, Formiga, we actually like commissioned. So all of the cards in their set are like prompts that we gave them. We're like, oh, we want one that looks like this. So this was like the first one they sent us, and we was like, this is sick. I really like this. We were like, make it look Pokemon.
Such a good job.
Pardon?
It's great. Formiga did such a good job on all the cards.
Yeah.
They're all super iconic and easy to read, and yeah, they just look great.
I think this is a great card. I definitely like it.
I can't get it out of my head for some reason. You know, like just enters my mind sometimes. Do you get that?
But okay.
I don't know what it is. It's like iconic.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's... Yeah, I don't know. Where do you want to put it?
A or B, I reckon.
I'll give it an A. Why not?
Why not? Yeah.
Like, cool. Shows up pretty early on in the game. I think that's pretty cool. The Marsh Mage, late game card. He's not a fun guy.
Does it gain or lose points for that?
What do you think?
I don't know. I think gain. I don't think that joke... I think that joke has aged well.
Yeah. All right. This card reminds me of the game Moon.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to put it, and that's for that reason I wanted to put it quite high up. B?
A?
Ooh, I think B.
Okay.
We're missing some B's. Let's put it in there. Voice with no mouth. Great artwork.
Yeah, absolutely.
This one came back like very confused, like localization team being like, what the fuck is the quote? I don't know.
C or B, I'm feeling maybe.
It's quite good on Card Game Island if you pull it with the 10. So I think it gets bumped up for that.
True. A?
I reckon B. It's not a C.
Alright.
Red Skies Dragon Moth.
Is this a Yu-Gi-Oh reference?
Yeah. There's another card called the Blue Skies Moth Dragon or whatever, and I had a conversation with Simon Jocelyn, and I was like, should it be the red, like it should be like a dragon moth that belongs to the red skies, or just like red skies dragon moth? Like IES?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Or is there like one red sky that owns this dragon moth? And then in the end we went, Simon was like, what, why are you like this? I like called him over to my desk. I'm like, Simon, important question. Yeah, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference, which a deadly moth with a ferocious attack. I feel like that could be funny, but then if you don't know the if you know the reference, it's a funny reference because it's like a moth with a ferocious attack. But if you don't know the reference, you'd be like, yeah, I mean, it looks pretty deadly.
Yeah, I don't know the reference.
McCracken.
This is very iconic. This
iconic card. First trailer, I think. No, second trailer. It was in the second trailer.
Yeah, second.
Yeah. Really liked this. This was, I think, the card that made me want to get Alan's art in the game.
Yeah. His art was so good for the game.
It was funny because I remember getting it, and I don't know what who was it? Who was it? Dean who got in contact with the artists?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
don't know what he kind of pitched to them. Like, yeah, we're making a card game or whatever. But then, like, we sent them a list of like pieces that we wanted to use, and this guy does a lot more kind of like fucked up kind of oddbodsy style stuff, and I definitely picked mostly like his cuter things. And I reckon he was probably like, picking all the cute ones, you know what I mean? Like, so I felt like he probably was like a little bit like rolling his eyes at the picks we did, but yeah, that was just a dumb story. But yeah, I really like this card.
I haven't seen his other art. I should check it out because I love his style. I just assumed it was more cute based on all the ones we had in the game.
No, not fucked up looking, but like, yeah, just sort of like definitely picked like the cuter ones. You know what I mean? Yeah. But great artist, still doing tons of stuff on Instagram. Go check him out.
Sick. Gotta be A or S for me, this one.
Yeah, I think this is an A tier. It's pretty good. I think it's just a low number.
It is a weirdly low number.
You know why it's that?
Why?
What's the number?
8.
And
oh. Do octopuses have 8 tentacles?
Do octopuses have 8 tentacles?
Oh lord, here we go.
Yeah. But then gets bumped down one because it's a kraken is a squid.
Yeah.
It's a 10. Wait, 10? Yeah, I think they had 10.
Oh, it should have been a 10. That's fine.
Yeah.
So A tier or B tier because of the bump.
I think B tier because it got bumped.
It's so iconic.
It's so iconic. I think this is almost S tier, but I think it gets bumped down because they fucked up the number.
Oh, nice.
Burger phone. Great art. Really like it.
Good quote as well.
Here's the person you're trying to... Oh my god, that's my message, mate. So yeah, for anyone who hasn't called me, which is probably most people listening to this, I do a really good impression of the guy who does like the Virgin like if you don't have a voicemail set up, like message, like if someone's with Virgin Mobile in Australia and they don't have a voicemail set up, it goes, it appears the person you're trying to call doesn't have an active voicemail account. You could try leaving a test message. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. or call back later. Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
he's the most like condescending sounding prick. It's
it's so funny, brutal. But then like I do such a good impression of it that I just recorded that as my voice message. So if no one ever leaves me voicemails.
Yeah.
And for that it gets S tier.
I do like this one.
But I think it gets bumped down simply. Oh wait, I gave you a burger phone, didn't I?
You did give me a burger phone, yeah.
Okay,
and I'm pretty sure you made your voicemail message that because that used to be my voicemail message, just the legitimate version one. So this one has
lots of people I know have that voicemail message.
Oh, okay. Well, it's better for the story if it was me. So
yeah. No, I think this gets S tier because I gave you
S tier.
I gave you. It's got so many stories behind it.
It does. Yeah, there's a lot of stories.
And it made me laugh. I'd forgotten that was the quote.
Yeah.
It's just the at the beginning.
Yeah.
Rexaurus. A pretty classic boy. He this was like a Nanomon design that I've since kind of like not used from my other game, Nanomon.
So did you give him the Nanomon design and you're like, could you draw this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave him a picture of like a plasticine like clay model that I had made of this, and then he drew this.
That's cool.
And I like it because this background he didn't draw. I found like a generic like a pack of anime backgrounds and like put it in.
Yeah, I love his shitting in front of the vending machine. It's real.
I just love him. He's like, what do I? He's like kind of like
this, yeah?
I don't know. Did he do the shit?
Surely.
Or he's just looking at it and he's like, I could buy food or eat this pink shit.
I feel like this shit is proportional to his body. So
Yeah,
it's
what,
gotta be
you reckon?
him.
It's a lot of shit.
He's a big lad, you know?
I think this card is pretty standard though. Just generally. I don't think anyone really likes it or hates it. It's got a bit of a story behind it, but
I think
it's become less important to me as time's gone on because like it's not in Nanomon anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm D, but what do you think?
Yeah, D.
Goose Archer.
Whoa, this guy's so weak.
Yeah, I know. I just realized that. I think this might have been one of those things where I had to lower it to bring the power of that set down.
Okay.
Those who underestimated the royal archers are now at the bottom of the moat. It's a pretty good quote.
Yeah.
He's
Cool.
beautiful. A geese beautiful.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, no, maybe not. I'm thinking of swans. Swans are beautiful. Geese are menacing.
All right, D.
D.
Or C. D.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, should have been more powerful. Basically useless on Card Game Island.
I really like the art from that set.
I really like it too. TerraVision Mark II.
6.
Developed for moon mining, they were repurposed by hoverbike racers after the lunar fracture.
Is that
That's
some
Desert Child lore.
Yeah.
From my last game.
Very cool.
And yeah, the TerraVision was in that game.
Was this another you put the background in afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the background goes really well on this. Did you add the shadow?
Yes. I spent a long time adding the backgrounds to all of the Formiga ones.
Yeah, this one looks like... I mean, for that alone, I feel like it gets some points.
Yeah. I think it gets bumped up to like a C, and then maybe it gets bumped up for being Desert Child.
Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
B. All right.
B.
Monsterapin.
Iconic.
I really like the name, but it's like it's like when a person who can't write comes up with like a Pokemon.
What is Monstera? I don't get it.
It was like Monstera
Uh-huh.
and a Terrapin.
Ooh, Terrapin. Got it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Big Tortini as well. Just links to another card.
I love how like you get to the end of these tier lists and people like arbitrary reasons why it's like,
yeah,
I don't know, my uncle fucking didn't like it, so Pyrotite.
Vegemite, very cool. I think the Vegemite is the only thing this card really has going for it for me. I think claiming things is an Australian thing.
I think it's a New Zealand thing.
Are you sure about that?
Well, like, we don't go on about it. It's not like this thing that is iconically New Zealand, and then we're like, actually, we invented it. It's like what New Zealand does. They're like, actually, the pavlova is ours. And we're like, well, no one associates it with you. Sorry. You know?
Isn't the pavlova New Zealand?
Well, according to them. Apparently they invented, and they're like, we invented the Lamington as well. And you're like, sure, you did, New Zealand. And
whoa.
Like,
they did invent Russell Crowe. So
and then they like yell at Americans. They're like, actually, the Lamington is from New Zealand. And then Americans are like, what the fuck is a Lamington? Who cares? Like, you're the funny place that Stephen Colbert goes to occasionally. Like, shut up.
I wish I was Kiwi. Kiwis are cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you reckon?
Because I hate New Zealand.
Dude, I can't believe you hate New Zealand. What the heck? What am I hearing? New Zealand's so good.
No. What's the thing? What's the thing I can shit on them? I hate Lord, so that gets an F.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Lord sucks, so F. Starter Banana. Okay, we don't really need to talk about this one. This is everybody's favorite card, so S. Obviously, ironically low powered. What's its quote? That's a good quote.
Bananas in pajamas.
Bananas in pajamas. If people, have you seen the new Bananas in Pajamas?
Yes. Yeah.
Terrifying CG.
Yeah. All modern kids shows are spooky. Anyway.
Yeah.
Low Fairy.
Low Fairy's pretty good. Fairy Bread. I think this has to be higher than the Pyrotite because Fairy Bread's probably another thing New Zealand thinks they invented. Bread. I don't know. It's pretty good, I guess. I mean, it's got to be higher. It's pretty weak, but it's got to be better than the...
Got to be higher than F.
It's just an E, I think.
All right.
This is the longest tier list video anyone's ever made.
I know, yeah. We should have done all the cards.
Oh my god. Shut up. Bad Boy Bat. Triple B. Strong name game.
Yeah. Cool.
I really like this art.
Should we give it a B just to go with the name? Bad Boy Bat, B?
Oh, yeah.
That's how you do a tier
list. I think
list.
Undead Man Walking came from, there was like a skit house thing where it's like, Dead Man Walking, and the guy's like walking across, and then it's like, Dead Man Moonwalking, and then he starts like moonwalking.
Oh, yeah.
Skit House was maybe the least funny show of all time that everybody still remembers and quotes in Australia. It's great.
It has so many seasons as well. Insane.
Yeah. Tom Gleason's like original thing. It's
Yeah.
the Australian fast bowler.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
On your way back to the pavilion.
Man, I was watching, I think you might have sent me the compilation of all the Australian fast bowler videos. And that sketch loses all of its impact when you watch it in a compilation. Because
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's all about going like, where's this sketch going? And then it's like, oh, it's an Australian fast bowler sketch. That's funny. But when you're watching a thing, you're like, okay, he's here. I get it. It's the joke.
That's true. I never thought about that. Like, yeah, because you watch it just in a sketch show. So you're like, what could this be? And then it's like, oh, it's him.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, Jethro, who's editing this, is like a massive fan of the Australian fast bowler. So he's going to be putting like fucking clips and shit in here. He fucking loves it.
Please do.
Yeah. On your way back to the pavilion.
Yeah.
Everybody, hands in the air. This is the hold up.
Stay calm, people. Start filling them up. We're all doomed. Who's going to save us?
It's the Australian fast bowler.
How you going? Oh no, he's setting the field.
pavilion.
Thanks, Australian fast bowler.
Dayglow Death Dealer. Triple D. It's gotta be D.
Yeah, put it in D.
It's a D tier. It's actually quite a cool looking card though. I like the
I
art.
know. This is how you do a tier list for anyone.
That's how you
who's
do a
wondering.
tier list
You
when it
just
gets to like
look at
this
the
point.
letter.
You're just like D, sure.
Yeah.
Royal Gorilla. They may take away our lives, but they'll never take away our bananas.
That's good.
Yeah.
D?
Fucking D. Who cares? Puppycorn.
Popcorn.
It's in the trailer.
Yeah.
So gets bumped up. And it's at A, so yeah, that'll do. I don't care anymore.
Good to see some common representation in the A tier.
Yeah. There's Tortini. Greenwall Game Group.
I love this card.
I
Look
do
at that
quite-
frog.
I think people don't see the art in this one very often, but yeah. You know what's so funny about this card is that like this is about like 5% of an image that's like out here.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's this big image, and it's like I just zoomed in on these tiny little people. I was like, good.
Maybe we should do a video about that. The cropping could be cool.
Yeah. Sounds difficult.
Yeah, I could hear you dying inside. Yeah.
What's this?
Mm,
I think
Was-
ironically 1 is pretty strong. It's Brain.
yeah.
This is a very flavored card, I think.
I think B at least
Yeah,
for
I
me.
think it's a B. DC-17 Turbo. So the DC-17 was the that's the Desert Child reference. DC-17 was the brand or the model of bike that you have in Desert Child. And I just wanted to put a reference in for that. I really like this piece as well. It's this guy's art, Andy Williams,
Yeah, it's so
really not done justice by how much I had to crop things. He does some really good like landscapes and like portraits and stuff, and just they don't sit like in this frame very well.
good. I reckon despite that, it still looks great even as a card. Like
Yeah.
I think maybe my favorite artist in the whole game.
It's so funny how the artist that like you would. This is a D tier, by the way, just because it's a DC. Yeah, it's so funny. Like so many of the artists that I was like, oh, I'll be stoked if we get them, ended up looking just kind of fine in card form. And then some of the artists that like Alan Sutton that we talked about, who did like Puppycorn and like the Startled Banana and stuff. I was like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna fit with the cards that well. And his set is definitely one of the best, you know?
Yeah, very strong set.
Yeah.
Heart
Heart
Eyes is the most unhinged card.
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't like this card.
Yeah.
I think this frames the best out of any card in the game.
Yeah, I agree. This is a tough
hello
one.
there. This is such an odd bod vibe. I really
Yeah,
like it.
definitely.
I'm gonna
B.
give this a B. Hambo the Hero.
Amber.
So I included this one because it is the one that seemed to show up the most in that event in the game, where it's like Kevin is like, hey, I've got this card, and you're like, Kevin, I've told you like 500 times, Hambo the fucking hero. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I know, but I keep putting it under my bed and then finding it again, and he brings it in. I don't know, F, because it's fucking shows up so often in the game.
Yeah, F. Let's do it.
Oh, Rose of the Still Lake. Really like this one, right?
Yeah, me too. B. B tier, perhaps.
B. All right.
Yeah. This guy is iconic.
Elemental Hero Stavros. Fucking this card shows up a lot. This is a staple card.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much to be said. Great card. I think the colors work really well. There's enough purple and stuff. I think it's an A tier card, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I think that is the card I would like most in physical form if I got to have one.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it really feels like a card, yeah. Also, Elemental Hero... Was it Elemental Hero something in Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't actually know what it is. There's like a series. Got like Elemental Hero, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah.
You got an S?
Huh?
S tier?
Yeah, I think it's one of the best cards in the game. Sick.
Yeah.
I use it in battle to do everything. It's great.
Hey, that's all. That's a pretty good spread.
But yeah, not bad. A lot of bees. What ended up like some weird spots? I don't know. Trying to zoom in. S tier, we've got Heist Crew, Homeostasis Oasis, Wide Frog, Burger Phone Style Banana, Elemental Hero, Stavros. That's a pretty solid S
Yeah.
lineup. They're
Pretty
not
diverse.
all memes.
Yeah.
Like only 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess 4 of them memes. Is Burger Phone a meme? Maybe. It's probably
kinda.
not S tier, honestly. It doesn't mean that much to me. Should we move it?
Nah, let's leave it.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're going to start second guessing everything.
Yeah, that's the fun part. A tier, Xmas Skull with Frog, Inagami Head, Plumarina, Blade Demon, Tortini, McCracken Blade. I think this is a better S tier than the S tiers. These are
Yeah,
all
the
really
S
good
tier are the
cards.
ones. A tier, I feel like, is very considered. S tier are the ones that we were like, S tier for sure. Like, we just saw it without really thinking about it.
Banana is an S tier.
Yeah.
B's a hard one. It's like Prophecy Bird is way too high. I think like that's a good card, but like compared to the A tiers,
Yeah.
I
There's some
think-
fucking bangers in B tier as well.
yeah,
Like Voice with No Mouth, Monster Open.
yeah. I don't like Monster Open. It annoys me for some reason.
Oh, really? I really like
Yeah.
that card.
Symbiotica is way too low. What? That card is so good.
Yeah, I don't remember why we put it so low. That's alright.
I think we were just like, I was like, it reminds me of Batman. Like it
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I got into the meme reasoning like way too early in this video. F tier, yeah, these are F tier cards, straight
Yeah.
up. Oodle,
Yeah.
Oodle is a card that you never buy when you see it.
No. Even if beauty's going up in price, don't buy
Yeah,
it.
you're just like, Oodle is always worth like 20 cents. It's like fucking
Yeah.
shit card.
Yeah.
This is
Hope you
good.
like the video, everyone. The
Yeah.
tier list. If you like this, there's a great game these cards are in called Cardboard Kings. It's
This
now on
really
Switch.
makes me want to make physical cards though.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for
All
watching.
right. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.